Hello everyone, it's your girl Mimi. I'm home a little earlier than I expected. I will be live streaming here in a few seconds after I pick my mom up. I had to get home because I had the case of diarrhea. Because my tummy was just not having it today. So I should have just called in, but I didn't. So that being said, no drama, or you will be blocked. I should have that somewhere else. No drama, or you will be blocked. Okay? You got something to say? Leave now. Huh? Ooh, yes. I was waiting for that bitch.
Hey, it's me. That's cool. By the way, I'm injured again. Thank you for your concerned. So let's get to it. This week, I'm doing a squishy makeover. Good old-fashioned squishy makeover. No challenges, no scandals, just nice, normal content. So let's meet this week's victim, shall we? By popular request, the creepy-fingered gorilla, or monkey. I don't know, it's pink, it's hard to tell. Wow, quite interesting. His fingers. So many people commented that they wanted to see this one get a makeover, specifically to see it made into a sloth. A sloth? A sloth? We'll see how that goes. The next choice is this one, which I'm excited by because it's a planet. And the final squishy is this torn taco, which not many people requested, but I really wanted to do it. So those are the victims for this week.
Doesn't even look like a taco.
Now time for squishy roasting, starting with the creepy monkey, not a gorilla. I keep feeling the need to tug at its ears. I don't know why. I'm disturbed by his fingers. I think it's that they're no longer connected. They're like floating fingers, or maybe it's the color. Why do they keep using this fleshy pink for animals? It makes them look like they've been shaved. We got a crooked smile, demon eyes, ribs, rough edges, some marble-looking grime, what looks to be a blood trail leading right back to his ear. I think I've been watching too many crime shows. Oh, rematch. So he's a mess. I'm gonna start by sanding him. Safety first. I can't breathe. I got this little sanding block to make it easier to do this, but it wasn't coarse enough to really do much at all, so gotta bring out the big guns. I want to actually tear into the foam and create lots of texture so that the paint will stick. There we go. This will be my last ear tug because they're leaving. That's right, cover those eyes. And there goes the other one. I'm holding your ears. So then I'm just gonna trim up the area to flatten it out. I am turning this into a sloth.
Just for you guys, because you wanted me to, so
fine. Actually, I just think it's a pretty good idea, so thanks for that. Here he comes. Alright. And I'm just taking the opportunity to trim off all the messy edges, and I exposed an air pocket on the way. Ah, sugar. Also, this tail, that does not belong on a sloth. I found another hole under its tail. And again, do my best to get all of that smoothed out as much as possible. Now I have to deal with this. So I'm just going to fill it with a little piece of foam and trim it to size, then cover up the hole with some random slick fabric paint to seal it in nice and secure. Oh yeah, real secure. Okay, get that done for real this time and smooth over the missing tail. Also, the ears, well, the lack of ears, well, they're just, hidden.
ew.
And I always have to apply multiple coats like this to build up the paint and get things nice and smoothed out. Okay, so here is our new shape.
That's a nasty rash you got there.
So I mixed together some brown, white, and yellow fabric paint to create this custom color. I call it sloth. But yes, I'm mixing up the layers until the color is fully opaque. Sometimes I say opaque, and it kind of makes me die inside. Opaque. So I'm sorry about that. Anyway, it's opaque and looking pretty good. There's one thing I forgot. The nose kind of sticks out, and then there are these like details around the face. So I'm back at it again with the scissors and the violence, and then the patching and filling with slick paint. Okay, finally getting rid of the rest of this fleshy pink. And look at that. Those fingers are looking a lot less creepy already, so that's good. Wow. So now I'm going to move on to painting the details. I'm going to go in with a light tan to create the little face. Nice little widow's peak there. And you know what? In honor of the sloth, I'm going to go ahead and slow this down. Nice and slow. I'm in no hurry. Okay, Okay, no, back to full speed. Now I'm gonna create the signature sloth eye mask thing. I don't know that I've ever painted or drawn a sloth in my life. Wait, I need to make more sloths. But I'm realizing looking at it now that I should have made the mask more curved. It's a little too straight across. I'm kind of getting like raccoon vibes, but that's okay. So here's where I faced some difficulty. No problem. Let's just try again. You know what?
No.
No. No. Ugh. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna start over. That is somehow worse. Oh, great. So believe it or not, I continue to struggle with this until I've had enough. Clearly, he doesn't want to smile. He's a serious sloth. Joy to the world. So that's that. I'm gonna touch up all around the face, add some nice eyebrows, and go in with the nails. Later, I did try to make these a little bit pointier to make them look more like sloth claws. Last minute, I decided to add some fur details because, you know, sloths are messy and shaggy, and this dude was looking a little too smooth. I'm adding some highlights in his eyes. Final detail, I'm gonna sign the bottom with my initials. This is a thing that I'm trying to do again. I used to do this like way back in the day. It's just an M-E with a little heart. M-E stands for Mariah Elizabeth. And it's back. Here's the final squishy. I hope you guys like this because I made it for you. Do you like what I made for you? You better. It's okay if you don't. You know, I have to give you guys credit. It was a good idea. It's kind of more of a very stern, raccoonish sloth bear, but I'm still pretty happy with it, believe it or not. Boy growl. I do think that the creepy finger thing has been resolved, mostly. He's not like the life of the party or anything, not really in the mood for jokes or joy. He mostly just stares off into the distance. Yeah. Let's move on to the planet. The idea of it is really cute, but I think that the design could use something. The stars are a little lumpy looking, and it doesn't help that they're peeling and ripping all over the place, but nothing I haven't seen before. Also, that air bubble, it's bad. So let's save the planet. First step, tear holes in it. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and remove those stars. They were just getting in the way. I'm gonna keep these though. They may look cute on something else. Here's where I keep all of my usable squishy parts that I cut off and save for later. Now I'm just using my mini scissors. Aren't they cute? Look at them go. To trim up the rough areas and, you know, created several holes in the process, including the giant air pocket. Ew. I'm gonna shove some scrap foam in there to fill in the hole, and now break open this paint bottle. Literally. And here we go. Keep building and building until I have a smooth surface. I feel like this looks better than it did before. I'm not even being sarcastic this time. I actually think it looks kind of cool like this. And now I'm gonna break out my nice, clean palette.
Now I'm being sarcastic.
Apparently, I thought it was acceptable to leave my palette like this. Come on. I'm going to use some white matte fabric paint and paint the entire squishy to create a base coat, since the original colors of the squishy are actually darker than the ones that I'm going to be using on top. So, base coat. What's that? Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to start actually designing it, starting with a lovely sky blue, and then throwing a darker blue and pink into the mix and, you know, trying to make them get along. But after a lot of blending and back and forth, I finally got it how I wanted. I probably could have just left it like this, honestly, but I'm gonna take this 100 steps further. So, how do I explain this idea? I want to put a landscape on the planet.
I guess it's not that hard to explain.
So I'm painting the mountains right now. I know this looks whack. Just hang on. Do not leave. Did you leave me? Now I'm painting in some little clouds, nice and fluffy, and the sun.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm taking the time to add shading and detail to each and every little mountain. I've actually been wanting to paint something like a landscape or just something really detailed, like make a proper painting on a squishy, you know?
No.
So when I saw the planet, I was like, yes.
No.
Okay, so the top is done. Do you like it? Now I'm gonna turn this over and get to work on the bottom, and we start with the same blue and the same darker blue, but not there. Oh, that's not what I was supposed to do. What have I done? The darker blue goes around the ring, and then green on the top, or, well, the bottom, actually. Okay, that'll do. Now I'm adding yellow to the bottom as sand. You see what I'm doing here? So the top half is the sky, bottom half is under the sea. There. Now I'm gonna add some sea stuff. Whoa, suddenly there's like a Ziploc bag that just appeared out of nowhere. That was weird. Yesh. Anyway, I'm adding the seaweed, coral, starfish, and of course I'm using the exact same colors down here as I did on the top, so that even though they're completely different designs, they still feel connected by some special bond called color. Now, I'm not going for like realistic, obviously, because this is a giant failure for realism, but I do want it to have some kind of dimension, or at least look detailed. Pop some bubbles on there. Well, actually, no, not pop, just put. Alright, but what about this big white ring? What do I do with that? As you can see by this very detailed and skillfully done sketch, I had no idea. So basically, I took the dark blue from the bottom and blended that into a light blue, and then I took the green from the
Yo.
top and blended that into yellow, and then I threw pink somewhere in there in the middle. This was starting to feel like a little bit much, but I just keep going and going and going and blending and blending. Wow, that's annoying. I eventually settled on this. I pulled back the green and the yellow. Here goes my little signature, and here it is. I'm so happy with this one. I was kind of nervous to do this. I almost changed my mind last minute and decided on doing something simpler, but this has to be one of my favorite squishies ever. I'm not trying to like overhype it, and I understand if you hate it, but I'm really happy with it. We've got the sky and the land, then the sea and the sand, and I'm rhyming. It does look kind of strange when you look down on it. As I was saying, I like it. This design is out of this world. And finally, I'm gonna work on this busted... Car shopping? Try Cargaroos. Every car's rated from great deal to overpriced.
Cargaroos. Find your great deal today.
Taco. I don't know how this happened. Maybe a dog or a very hungry child. Don't eat squishies, kids. The filling is interesting. It looks more like worms. So let's get to work. Now, with missing chunk number 1, I'm gonna make it a bite mark. So here I go, chopping away, trying to shape a somewhat convincing bite mark, and it wasn't going very well. But eventually, I got it looking, decentable. That's not a word. What? Now, about the top, I'm bringing out and I'm just looking for something to add to this taco. I found these strawberries. I'm actually gonna hold on to these because they may come in handy at some point. I have such wisdom. Also, I have hoarder tendencies. And also this dollop of whipped cream. So I'm gonna trim down the rough area so that I can fit the new pieces in there nice and cozy. And I've got my brand new bottle of fabric glue. Yeah, that's fresh. Slap that dollop of whipped cream on there, rubber band that to dry, and there it is. And then I'm just gluing those extra strawberries on there as well. Perfect. Now to use some puffy paint to fill in those cracks and seal those little toppings on there for good. And since we have
exposed squishy flesh,
I'm going to put some thick layers of thick coats of paint to fill in all the little holes. Now, the strawberries and whipped cream on a taco. Well, this is not a regular taco anymore. It's a dessert taco. Clearly. Well, it will be clear. I'm pretty sure this is a thing. I've seen versions of it somewhere. Basically, the shell is a waffle cone, and inside it's filled with ice cream. So here I go painting the shell, but it was looking a little too pale, so I ended up darkening it. Sudden color change.
Do not be alarmed.
I'm going to begin painting the ice cream in there, starting with the chocolate. The only problem is this isn't really an ice cream texture in here, but we're gonna try to work with it and we'll see what happens. Paint can do wonders, you know? I mean, you take a pile of worms, throw some paint on there, bam, you got ice cream. Try it. What am I talking about? I'm gonna go with a Neapolitan theme because there's plenty of room for all of them to squeeze in there. Now I'm starting on the waffle lines, which is
Always very exciting and interesting. It's boring.
I spent an eternity trying to create perfect, even, straight lines. You might as well just give up, and ended up with this. Magically, the other side is done too. Must be some editing. Okay, I'm jumping back to the top to handle that whipped cream and the little strawberries, getting them all types of yummy looking.
Yummy looking.
Yummy looking.
Am I the only one who hates the word yummy? What kind of word is that? Back to the painting. Baby hair out of control. And that would be my headphone cord. Why am I getting distracted by everything that isn't the squishy? Okay. I'm now going in with some little details, adding some little drips to the ice cream to make it more convincing. Stop thinking about worms. Worms. What's my thing with worms? Now, let's really bring this thing to life. So I'm painting on a nice chocolate edge to make it look like the cone has been dipped. Okay, I can see this, but you know what this needs? Yes, indeed. Enjoy. I'm gonna interrupt this sprinkle song to bring you more chocolate. I decided that I wanted the chocolate to be a little bit thicker. There was one casualty.
Drown in chocolate.
I mean, of the ways to go, you know, it's not the worst. Back to the sprinkles.
Bless you.
Wasn't that interesting? I'm feeling a little bit like this side was a little plain, so I failed. Well, wait, not quite. I smoothed it out a little bit, and you know what? It doesn't look half bad. Here's my signature, 3 for 3 now, and here's the final makeover. I like it a lot better than it was before. Not that I have anything against regular tacos, you know, y'all are great, but when sprinkles are involved, I'm always on board. I think it really does look appetizing. It's just a nice, big, chunky taco. I want to eat it. I'm just going to town squishing this thing. I squished the strawberry like 10 times. Okay, so that's it for today. I really enjoyed the squishies that I did this time, even though they literally took me 4 days straight painting them. I put a lot of effort into the details and trying to make these the best I could. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Friday. Bye!
He texted me.
profusely cried about it. I tried prescribed medications, topical ointments, like 900 drugstore products. The entire process was exhausting. I was really hitting a dead end when I saw Curology on Instagram. It was super easy to sign up. My formula is made with real prescription ingredients that my provider picked for me. My bottle came and a couple months went by and I really started to see results. I was like, whoa, my skin is so much clearer, my acne scars are gone. I tell people Curology really is different because it's made for you and only you. I barely wear makeup anymore. I couldn't believe that something I saw on Instagram was actually making a difference in my life. In and out of the pool, I feel confident in my skin.
Hey, so hello and welcome back to my makeup channel. How are y'all doing today? I don't know why I'm like moving my arms so much, probably because I hate super tight shirts like this. I really don't know why I'm wearing it, but yeah, here I am looking like a natural queen, zero makeup on. I know. I'm just kidding. My excuse for starting up with all this makeup is that we're focusing on the eyes. Okay, we're doing a spicy thought eye look, but the
Be right back. Catch. I am back. What is it? Alright, I'm back.
The reality is that I don't want to get roasted without my nose contour on, okay? But yeah, today we are going to be doing a spicy thought eyeball mug, okay? Are you guys excited? I am. I'm very excited, especially because I got new makeup, okay? So, I guess I'll just give you a little sneak peek before you understand, but, hey. So when I posted my first video, I got a whole bunch of comments talking about Morphe, and everyone was like,
Okay, you should totally get Morphe, Carmen, especially if you're gonna be trying out a bunch of eye looks. That way you won't cry when you have to wipe your eyeshadow off and you're basically wiping $70 in products off your eyelid.
so they were like, get Morphe, it's so good, so affordable, save 10% off, even though I fucking forgot to do that. So instead of saving $10, I saved zero. So yeah, so I went on Morphe, bought 2 eyeshadow palettes, which I'm so excited for, and then I went back to look at some more comments, and I literally got one that said, if she starts using Morphe, I'm unsubscribing. But I'm sorry, I feel really bad. Like, I didn't know if I should have canceled my order or not, but if you are watching this video, ma'am or sir, I'm sorry. But I wanted cheap makeup, and I got it. So yeah, I got this palette, which I think we can do a really good spicy thought look with. And I also got this one, bitch. It's so big. Like, it's bigger than my head. Are you kidding? So we might even just use this one. I don't know yet. I also got brushes. Oh my god. But the first thing I want to do is start with this thought look, okay? Taking this blending brush that came in my Naked Cherry palette. I think we're going to start out with this palette. I don't even know what it's called. 35M Boss Mood palette. Okay, that's the one we're starting with. So you're probably thinking to yourself, what is a spicy thought? Okay, a spicy thought is just a bad bitch that don't care. You know, you could try to bring her down. You could try to tell her, oh, honey, you're trying to thought in the wrong neighborhood. No way, you're not thoughting out here, honey. She's just a typical thought, but she's a spicy one. Put some respect, okay? Yeah, this is just going to be like a seductive look. So if you have a crush, or you know, if you're just trying to convince your boyfriend to buy you shit, put this on and then put a cute little face up. Like, please. Yeah, I'm just blending again. I don't really know. Should I talk about what I'm doing? Okay, I'm literally doing windshield wiper motions and patting on to make my eyeball look bigger and better than ever before. So yeah, I'm just blending this out, trying to make it look cute or whatever. I have so much that I need to do today. It's crazy. I don't want to do anything today. Oh my god. But I'm
Diarrhea.
also like trying to buy a new place because I really don't like where I live right now. I decided to move up north in the country because I wanted to try out independent living and I wanted to save money because Toronto is so expensive, like crazy expensive. But I'm just really sad up here because I don't know a single person. I don't have any friends and it's just very, very awkward. I can't be a spicy thought up here. I haven't seen a single dude under the age of 30, okay? And I'm fine. I like me an old dude. It's all good. But they don't seem to like me, you know? They all usage, and it is the Morphe M1601 and 8/4 brush. What the fuck? It won't focus, but I swear it says 1 and 8/4. I'm not even joking. Like, what? Is this like the Harry Potter all the brushes? Okay, and I had to cut my concealer because I'm literally all out. I have none left, but I'm gonna be taking a little bit of this on the brush, and we're going to be cutting the crease, okay? So I don't know how big of a cut crease I want to do yet. I've never done like a full big cut crease, but you know what? I'm a big girl. We're going all in today. Bite the pillow. We're fucking going in dry. I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting my crease. Oh god, that's not off to a good start. I think I did it. Okay, now I just need to try to do this on the other side. I'm very scared and nervous. It's gonna be a dark path, but let's go. Okay, I'm majorly fucked up. This eye is so much higher than the other. Like, what the hell? But we're gonna try to fix it, okay? I'm feeling very positive, very thankful. We're gonna be able to fix it. So this is just gonna turn into a different look that I envisioned, but I'm sure it'll still be kind of cute. So I'm just gonna go to this eye and try to match it now. Might be a very bad idea, but you know what? I'm still gonna do it because I'm a warrior. It's even higher up. Are you fucking kidding me? We're done with the concealer for now. We're just gonna move on to the next step, and I'll fix this somehow. Some way, some form. It'll all be great because I'm a spicy thought. My forehead is so cute today. Like, hey bitch. We're gonna take
Hi.
the same magical Morphe Harry Potter brush.
If you're wondering why these are here, because I don't want no drama, or you will be blocked. Okay? So nice thoughts. Nice thoughts. No. I'm not okay. I'm not feeling good.
And we're gonna do the next step. I really don't know what red I want to use. Like, this one is very pretty. It's very cute. It could probably work. Let's swatch it. Red. I was gonna use the red from the other palette, but I don't want to be a bitch and like make y'all buy 2 palettes just for the fact that I'm doing like one eyeshadow look. We're just gonna go in like this and pick up some couleur. Quelle couleur est dans le monde avec my eyelid. I don't even know how to speak French anymore, but I'm just gonna start packing that on. Bitch. Not to be cocky or anything, but girl, I look good. I'm sorry. I'm like feeling myself right now.
Well, like always, this entire clip was just out of sync. I don't know why, like every single third or fourth recording I do on my camera, it's just out of sync when I go to edit it, and it's so annoying. But basically what I did was I took this nice gold shade and I put it in the crease in the last, and I put it into on top of my crease where there was still
Good.
some sticky concealer up in there, and yeah, I just put it in that area and made it kind of like wing the eyeliner, but it was looking cute. Okay.
Alright, so I did it. Look at me looking all cute. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know. I think I look pretty bomb, but you know, there's a couple things missing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my Carly Bible palette. I've been watching Carly forever. Like, she's actually such a freaking face of beauty YouTubers, and as you can tell, I use these highlighters a lot. I love this palette so much, but we're just going in with this peach shade right here. It's my favorite highlighter. I've yet to find a dupe, so I'm just gonna go ahead and buy another palette, but just gonna highlight my cheekbones. Like, hey bitch, what's good? Do you see that freaking glow? Oh my god, so cute. I want to die, and I also want to facetune my fucking nose. Oh my god. You guys told me in the last video to do a very tiny dot on the tip of my nose, so that's what we're gonna do. I got this little baby blending brush from Morphe. It looked a lot bigger on the website, but yeah, this was showed up. So we're going in with that same peachy color, and we're just gonna do a tiny little thing. Oh, it looks like paint. And then under my brow bone, I just go crazy with the highlighter, you know. I freaking love this. Wow, I look so highlighted. Ooh, okay, now for the lip color, I'm going to be using this Give Me Glow Cosmetics Vivid Lip Paint that I got over a year ago, and it's just in the color Stripped. I don't know if this is still available, but the NYX lingerie shades dupe this perfectly. So let me apply this lippity-doo-dah stick real quick. Almost done. This is a matte liquid lipstick, so it's going to dry down, but I want to just put a nice clear gloss on top of it. This is just a ColourPop gloss that I've had fucking forever. It's just called My Jam. I'm putting this on my lips, and oh honey, honey. Okay, well, this is the finished makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a wig on, and then we're gonna say bye together. It's really sad, but we're gonna say bye to each other, okay? Don't get too emotional, because I'll cry too. Okay, so here is the final look with wig and everything. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed my little body look. Always be sure to embrace who you are, you know. Even me. I get no dick for real. And that's kind of a cry for help, low key. I really want it. Like, hey, where do I get it from? They don't sell that shit.
Hello.
At Morphe, that's for sure. Use code THOUGHT for 10% off your next dick appointment. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and film some gaming videos right now, so be sure to check out my gaming channel too. But I'm sure like 99.9% of you guys are from there. But anyways, I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of the love you have been giving me on this channel. It's super fun. It's really like nice to be able to just sit down and chill every now and then and just talk to you guys a little bit more on a...
So usually these videos start with some dude in a fancy car, typically a Lamborghini, maybe a girl with some flashing his cat, like flashing around all these fancy things to get your attention. But in this video, I'm showing you some very boring, everyday, name brand products. And why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this because most sellers on Amazon right now are trying to go creative with their own brand. And my name is Beau Crable, and I've been selling online for nearly a decade. Yeah, that's right, I started my business at the ripe age of 9 years old. And how is it possible that a 9-year-old can have success by selling online? The reason is that I sell products consumers are already shopping for, name brand products, and I buy them from the same supplier.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to be building myself an at-home spa from items ordered from Amazon. What does this mean? I am not sure, but my goal is to be relaxed and to not electrocute myself. So, a few weeks ago, one of you guys tweeted me a picture of an inflatable jacuzzi, and I thought, I want that. And while pursuing that jacuzzi on Amazon.com, I found a whole host of other at-home spa products. And not really just products, more like machines. Specifically ones that let you simulate spa experiences by yourself, like this self-massager not vibrator, this scrubbing foot bath, and this one-person sauna. So I figured, let's order 5 of these products and test them out to see how they are, and also to see if we can truly create a one-person at-home spa. Because why go to the spa when you could order things from Amazon? All right, let's see what we can find. Okay, so I'm gonna open up Amazon.com. Now, the categories of machines that I want are like a facial steamer, a foot bath, a self-massager, an inflatable jacuzzi, which is what I've wanted all along, and a sauna, which I think altogether will represent like a head-to-toe spa treatment, and also those seem to be the machines that are available. So I'm gonna start with the face steamer. So there are a couple of sponsored links up top. The first one does look kind of good, but I know they've paid to be there. Oh, this one sounds kind of funky. It's called the Beauty Nymph Spa Home Facial Steamer Sauna Pores with primer and extract blackhead, rejuvenate and hydrate your skin for youthful complexion, face steaming skincare, deep cleanse spa. Is this a Wish video? It's like Wish is spreading. That one does have 4 stars on 265 reviews, though there is one right above it that says it's Amazon's choice, and one right below it that's the one that I sort of wanted from the beginning that was in the sponsored link that kind of looks like a fancy trash can. The Beauty Nymph one has like a pretty clear like facial entrance, you know what I mean? Like I can visualize my face in the orifice. The Amazon's choice one is a little bit more of like a steam that ejects itself onto you. Like it seems like you sort of keep your face a little further away and just hover near it. And the fancy trash can one also seems to have a sort of similar design. Even though that seems like maybe more work than I want to do during my at-home spa day, it does seem like in the Beauty Nymph face steamer reviews, people mentioned that it doesn't produce a lot of steam, and in the video for the fancy trash can, it seems like there's steam aplenty. Yeah, they call it dense and abundant warm mist. So because of the volume of steam in this video, I'm going with fancy trash can, and that will be item number 1. Alright, so next up, let's go for the foot bath. There are a few different kinds of foot baths on Amazon. I am very interested interested in like these types of ones that have like a rolling scrubber on the bottom that'll really get your feet for you. Kind of like this one that says best choice, but that looks like they're just trying to simulate that they are Amazon's choice, but they are not. It also looks like it's on rollers, which I don't think I need. But actually that seems to be like a pretty common feature, because this one also has rollers. It looks like you can remote control it around. Am I wrong? Let's see what's going on here. I'm gonna keep this one in another tab. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of these guys that look pretty similar, but this one looks interesting because there are 3 rolling like foot massagers, and it's also on wheels itself. So you have actually 5 pairs of wheels involved. It seems like it has most of the stuff that I want, like massagers that will roll your feet, oxygen bubbles, a little warmth. What else do you really need? So now I'm in between essentially 2 ones that are both on rollers and both have like massaging footbeds. This one that's like very expensive, that was the best choice one, definitely has a lot of bells and whistles, but I'm not sure that this is the place to splurge, as the jacuzzis and the saunas seem to be kind of pricey. So I think I'm gonna go with the YoSager Foot Spa Bath Massager. Not only because it's cheaper, but also because there are so many sets of wheels, it seems like it could really rub your feet raw, which is kind of what I need, honestly. My feet are very calloused and bumpy. And so that is our Foot Spa Bath Massager on wheels. So next up, we're looking for a massager. Now, the massagers that I saw that I thought were like a little bit of like a step up from just a sort of Samantha from Sex and the City sharper image, like one column massager, were these ones that were sort of like a backpack that you can wear, and then it will like massage your shoulders as it sits upon them. So should I just search for self massager? Yeah, like this kind of thing where it's almost like a sling. All right, let's open this guy. That's pretty much what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, this one looks good too. Okay, so I've got 2 options right here. This one's kind of like a teal sporty looking one, and it is sold by Shaft Brands.
I mean, Amazon's making the word thing.
I do have this other one over here that I clicked on that seems to be very similar, and you can see this lady like putting it in different positions, so that does seem interesting, and it does have 4.5 stars. I don't know, I feel like for some reason I've got some loyalty to this blue one. I think probably because I like the name Shaft Brands, and I feel like I could use my Shaft Brands massager just like this other lady's using hers. So let's go with that. I can't say no to Shaft. Okay, so I'm gonna add this guy to the cart, and that is item number 3, our Shaft massager. Once again, not a vibrator. Okay, so this next product is the one that caught my eye in the first place, the jacuzzi. So I'm gonna type in inflatable jacuzzi, because they sell like actual jacuzzis, and we don't want one of those. Those are very expensive, and they seem hard to set up. Okay, so this one right here is, I think, the one from the original tweet, and it looks exciting, but it does only have 3.5 stars out of 5. Oh, this one is very fancy, it seems. This one is Coleman Salu Spa, and it has 4.5 stars, although it is almost $500, but it looks fancy. There is this one that is only $59, and it looks like a one-person like hot tub, but that's not what I want. Once again, it's kind of like a fancy trash can. It's a jacuzzi a la Shane. There is also someone selling a virtual hot tub for $3. I have to see what this is. It's an app, I think, where you just look at a hot tub. So right now, of all the ones I've clicked on, the highest rated is this sort of like utilitarian Coleman one. What I would say is that I am drawn to either getting the one that is like most likely to work, or the original one that was tweeted to me that I still kind of want. This 77-inch is a little bit lower reviewed though, so I actually found a like slightly larger one from the same company that is a little bit more highly reviewed. So I think let's go with this at 85 inches. And that is item number 4, our jacuzzi. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, look at the little bubbles. Oh, bubbles. Okay, so now for our final product, the one-person sauna. Now these are interesting because they kind of look like lunch boxes that you zip yourself into, but with like snuggy armholes so you can like do stuff. So I'm intrigued. This one seems awesome. This is the Amazon's Choice Serene Life Portable Infrared Home Spa. I'm also kind of intrigued by this pink square, so I'm gonna open this one as well. Now this one seems really legit. This is the Amazon's Choice one, and this lady seems like very serene. I will say though that she looks like ever so slightly photoshopped.
It looks super photoshopped. Are you serious?
I mean, this one is saying all the right things to me, though. Can't get to the spa, but want to experience the benefits of sauna therapy? That's what I'm all about right now, man. Now, this one is a dry sauna, while this one back here is a steam sauna, which I don't think is what we want, to be honest. I feel like the dry sauna seems a little bit like a change of pace, just because we have so many wet items. I will say also that the steam sauna looks a little bit more like a child's toy, and it also says it might not get here until March 6th. So I'm gonna say we should go with the Serene Life Amazon's Choice. So with that, we have all 5 of our Amazon at-home spa machines. So I'm gonna place my order right now, and hopefully in just a few days, we'll receive our items and be ready to build our spa. All right. So it's about a week later, and I think we have all of our spa stuff here. So today I'm gonna try and set everything up. I think that's a key part of a home spa experience, is the you have to set it up yourself part. So we're gonna try and tackle the jacuzzi first, just because that seems like the hardest one, and it's also the heaviest one. So we're gonna take this outside. So we wheeled our jacuzzi out to our patio. This is the future side of my jacuzzi. I'm very excited about it, and began the extensive setup process, starting with the unboxing. For a second, I thought they had just photoshopped the same guy 3 times. I was like, did they really just hire 2 models and then photoshop them over and over again? Which ended up being like a full-on Russian nesting doll situation. Oh! Ow! I stabbed myself with corrugated cardboard. This is not going well. After extracting all of the boxes from the other boxes, the actual assembly could begin. Okay, so instructions? Let me see them. Now, I think we knew the jacuzzi would be the most complicated machine to set up.
Reduce the risk of electrocution.
That's good. But I don't think we anticipated just how many parts we would have to figure out. Like, they gave us a control panel, a motor, some pipes, an LED panel, filters, 2 covers, and it took us a solid couple of hours just to figure everything out. Thankfully, the jacuzzi motor inflates the pool for you.
It's alive.
It's like Frankenstein's giant blue vagina. So at least we didn't have to orally blow it up like a pool floaty. Oh, it's getting firm, I think. Okay, so our jacuzzi is now inflated. We did have a few mishaps with the valve.
It's definitely deflating shit.
Is it bad that I'm in here? But I think we've got it working now. It's also getting dark because it took us a while to do this. And we still have to set up all of our other stuff.
This has become IKEA from hell.
Before we could move on, though, we had to inflate the air bladder, aka cover. Closed it. Popped it in. Boom shkaboom. Attach the motor to the jacuzzi and attach the filters to the sides. One of the pipes is crooked, but I'm hoping that's okay. So the only thing we were leaving for the morning was the actual water. Just so you know, we can have the freshest water possible. So with the jacuzzi mostly set up, I feel like I'm holding a giant wheel of cheese. It was finally time to move on to everything else. Okay, so now we're in my makeup room, which is where I'm going to set up all of the other spa items. So I think that basically we should just unbox everything, and then hopefully the only thing we have to construct is the sauna. Most of our smaller items were basically just unpack, plug in, and go. Like our facial steamer that looked like a fancy trash can. Oh, she's kind of cute! It also kind of looks like a glam diaper genie, but for a tiny baby. Our personal back massager.
Oh, that looks nice.
Are you sure? And our rolling foot bath. I'm very intrigued by these things. They look like arch massagers, which I could definitely use. I was momentarily stumped by the bottom wheels.
There you go. Oh.
But it turns out you just have to jam them in really hard. Last up was the sauna, which came out of the box very flat. There's something at the bottom. I think it's the stool.
Yep.
And while at first I was concerned that it might take a while to set up, everything basically just unfolds. So I'm pretty sure that it folds open like this. You zip up the bottom, and then this thing is the bottom liner. And then I guess this thing down here is like a heated foot pad. And then they also have this heater in the back. And I think that's it. So in that case, it's built. We're ready to go. So I thought that the following day would be my long-awaited spa day, but unfortunately, the jacuzzi had other plans. We had waited until that morning to fill up the tub and heat up the water. I'm hoping that'll take a couple of hours because I'm ready to get my jacuzzi on. Very quickly, we realized that was not going to happen. So it turns out that this little engine guy heats up the water at about
Oh, my laptop.
so it's going to take about 24 hours to heat up the water to about 100 degrees. So day was postponed until the next day. Alright, I'm gonna go change into real clothes.
Could just keep it on.
This robe is for spa day only. Alright, so we're finally ready for spa day. I'm planting my flag in the sand. Today will be spa day. Or else. So I tried to figure out online sort of like what the ideal order of doing the spa machines was. And I think from what I've read, we should do the sauna first, then the jacuzzi, and then do the more like specialized treatments like foot bath, massage, and then facial. So with that said, let's plug in our sauna, get in, and start sweating. Alright, so looking at the instructions, I have to set the heat for the body of the sauna as well as the foot pad, and then let it heat up for a second, and then get in. I'm just gonna reach in and make sure it's getting warmer. Oh, it definitely is.
Oh, it's hot?
Oh, I'm feeling the warmth.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, for every sauna I've ever, been in or experienced, I feel like you go in naked, but in the video on Amazon, they show the girl going in, workout gear, so I decided to go a little more clothed, kind of like light athleisure. Alright, I'm gonna unzip. Ooh, it's hot. Oh, I'm unleashing the fire. Oh, wow. Oh, it smells in there, Ty.
Yeah, it's like a burning duffel bag.
Oh, okay, you gotta zip me up. I can't zip it. I need help. The foot pad is so hot. Alright, you gotta Velcro me.
Should I go all the way up?
Yeah. Okay, so Tyler just finished tucking me in. I'm already sweating in here. I will say, though, that the foot pad is, unimaginably hot. I'm not putting my feet on it right now because it's too hot. These zippers are double-sided, though, so I can let my arms out myself.
Wow.
This is not where my arms naturally go.
But, I can give you this women's health magazine to read while relaxing.
Sure, I'm a woman, and I care about my health. I'm pretty pleased with the armholes, though, because they're letting in, a little bit of cool air, so it's making me feel a little less claustrophobic.
It's like sitting next to the door in a real sauna.
Yes. After a couple of minutes, it's not so bad in here, and I will say, even though the stool seemed really small, I'm sitting quite comfortably. I feel like the only thing I really need help with is changing out the magazines and also turning on the spa tunes. That's right, I did download some royalty-free spa music to get me into the mood today. I'm ready. Oh, I just leaned back and a puff of sauna air came out the armhole and hit me in the face.
Still smelling of duffel bag?
Yeah, it also smells very vaguely of chicken nuggets. Ooh, I just felt a bead of sweat make its way down my back. Alright, I'm done with this magazine. I looked at about 45 Haley Steinfeld outfits. I'm over it. I'm gonna close myself in and try and sweat it out for the remainder of my time. How much time do I have left? I have 12 minutes left. Tyler, I might need to ask you a favor. Will you pour water into my mouth?
Okay.
I'm getting really hot, actually. I feel like there are, certain stages of being inside this sauna. I feel like at first you have a bit of shock, oh my god, the foot pad's hot. And then you have some, level of contentment, oh, it's kind of warm. It's nice, I'm sweating a little bit. And now we're nearing sort of, the contemplative phase, where I'm why am I doing this? And why am I so warm? I'm warm. Everyone, I'm warm.
So is this increasing your spa vibes or decreasing your spa vibes?
This feels more sort of like a beauty is pain kind of machine.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's getting in a sauna could be good for you, but it's not going to be awesome.
Here's the problem with your whole...
Am I done? Is it malfunctioning? Am I dead? Hello? I think it must be done, right?
Yeah.
Or I just broke the machine. Alright, I think because the zipper is at my neck, I can actually let myself out of this thing. Oh! Sweet, cool air. Save me from this hot suitcase. Woo! I'm free! Okay, so spa station number 1, a check. I would say that it definitely worked. It got to a temperature and I did sweat. As for whether or not I was relaxed, I think that the smell was a little bit off-putting. The armholes are in a weird place, and the foot pads are horrible. I also needed some amount of help from Tyler, so I would say it would be useful to have a second person around. Alright, so now what I'm gonna do is put my robe back on and head on down to the jacuzzi. That took us days to set up. I will soak in there, goddammit. I will. Okay, now I've had a couple of minutes to cool off after the sauna, so I am ready to enter the jacuzzi. I do sort of wish it was a cold bath at this point, which is kind of ironic because we spent so much time heating up the water.
Oh, it's warm. It's hot. It's warm and it's hot.
But it is supposed to be a hot tub.
Oh, it's not too.
Oh, it's like a big bathtub.
Now, for an impulse buy from Amazon, this product has definitely been a handful to set up. I will say though that the amount of effort that we put in has definitely created a product that's like more close to an actual jacuzzi than that sauna was to like an actual sauna. Now we just have a hot tub on our patio. Like it requires actual pool maintenance. Like we had to go to a pool supply store and buy some chemicals so it didn't just turn into a petri dish. We put sodium bromide in here. This is disinfected water. I think right now though, everything is finally working. As you can hear the like hot tub generator a-going. It is loud. The only thing that we haven't tested is the jet/bubble massage. So let's see if the bubbles work. The massaging bubbles.
Let her rip.
Whoa! Oh my god! Oh, these are real jets.
That's a jacuzzi.
You can't hear me at all.
I thought those would be like little bubbles.
Me too. I brought the GoPro in here to like film the bubble stream, but it's like roiling rapids in here. Okay, so I'm gonna try and ignore the roaring a little bit and get a massage. It is supposed to be spa day, not raging river day. It's loud. It's very loud. So I'm gonna turn it off, okay? Oh my god. I think I was screaming for the last 10 minutes. Alright, so I think I'm pretty much ready to wrap up my time in the jacuzzi. The thing is, like, I'm kind of angry with it because it took so long to make.
Yeah.
But it is kind of awesome. I think the only thing that's objectively not good about it is the volume. It's just so loud with the motor right there that it takes away some of the spa experience. Alright, so with our second spa machine done, it's time for us to head back inside for spa machine number 3, the foot bath. Okay, so now I am ready to bathe my feet in this pile of wheels. Alright, so I'm gonna fill up the thing with water to this line and then plug it in. I did put in like sort of pre-warmed water to avoid a jacuzzi 2.0 situation. It might still have to heat up a little bit, but hopefully not as much. I'm gonna hit start. What? What? Okay, never mind, maybe. Oh! Okay, something's happening. Okay, so with the buttons, I'm gonna set the time for like 40 minutes and the temperature for
Thank
like 45
you.
degrees Celsius. I'm trying to figure out now like what turns the rollers on inside. I think it might be this. Oh, just kidding. That turned it off.
Well, oxygen gas wave makes sense to be bubbles.
I'm confused because there's like no other buttons. Do the rollers not go on their own?
No, I think they're supposed to.
Alright, so I am a little confused by the operation of this machine. I think that oxygen gas wave thing is all that it does.
Are you serious?
It does say under its main features that it has an automatic massage, and on their listing on Amazon, they say that it has a rolling massage. And then further down when they list their features, they just say you can massage your feet by adjusting the roller speed.
Adjusting and roller speed implies that it's going to be motorized.
Even further down though, they have a note that says, please note that the rollers are not motorized ones. So when they say automatic massage, that's a lie.
We got.
I've been had.
Yeah, no, seriously.
I was so attracted to the wheels, they led me astray. So I guess we're gonna have to make do with our bubbling massage, and then I'll just roll my own feet, I suppose. 1 foot, 2 foot.
Okay.
Ooh. Alright, hold on, let me roll it closer to me. Sorry if you're getting a lot of knee. I can't really figure out my foot position in here. I'm actually having a hard time, like, getting my feet, like, close enough to the back to, like, really get any area to roll. This is a disappointment. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the oxygen gas wave, okay?
Does that feel like anything?
I don't know. Don't mind me, just rolling my own feet. It's very difficult for me to adjust the speed on these. I guess I can go like really fast. It doesn't do much for me. All right, so this was supposed to be my pedicure station. I will say that it is nice to just like put my feet in a hot bath, but I could have made this on my own. Like, I don't need to buy this for $67 for it to not roll my feet for me. I guess what it really does is it just keeps the water hot, but it's a far cry from the foot car wash I had in mind when I saw the listing. But not to let station number 3 ruin our spa day, let's move on to station number 4, which happens to be right here. It's my shoulder massaging pack. Ideally, this combo would be replicating the getting a pedicure whilst in a massage chair situation, but the pedicure is so far coming up short. Okay, so basically I just plug it in, and then I will wear it like so, and then turn it on right here. Ooh! Oh, it's on. Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong. Ooh, oh. I will say, even though this is kind of like a weird position for my arms to be in, kind of like the double sling, the massagers are really getting in there. I think I like it, but I can't be sure.
Here, ready? Your hands are just perfectly apart for round 2 of People magazine.
Yes! It's Life and Style, by the way, but it doesn't really matter.
They're all Us Weekly.
Yeah.
This thing is moving around the backside. Unlike the foot bath, this thing is putting so much work in.
The devil works hard, but InvoSpa works harder. All right, I'm gonna take a little break just because my shoulders are almost feeling sore, and I'll just show you how it works from the front. Oh my god, look at my hands. Woo, they're doing the wave. Actually, this is not a bad hand massager. Ooh, that's good. And then this is the heating light. It looks a little bit like a baby shark in a pod.
Oh, that is what it looks like.
The thing is, because it's such a like one note move, it can get old kind of fast.
Yeah.
But if you move it around manually, it's kind of good. Ooh, oh, ooh. Oh, I figured out how to get to the back of my neck. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I have to do this with my arms, which means I won't be here for very long. Okay, so overall, I would say that I'm decently pleased with this item. It's not perfect, but it's doing something, and I'm kind of liking it. My only complaint is that I can't move around with it. Like, I have to stay plugged into the outlet. It would be a lot better if you could, like, charge it and go, but you're pretty confined. So with that, let's move on to our final spa station, the facial steamer. Now, I've taken a look at the instructions, and it seems pretty straightforward. There's only a couple of things that are kind of particular. Number one is that you can't put any kind of like essential oil or anything into the water. The other thing that stuck out to me was that it instructs you not to use this steamer near flammable items, otherwise it may cause an explosion.
Wow.
They say explosion and fire. Explosion and fire. Besides that, it seems pretty simple to use. You basically just plug it in, pop out the water tank, fill it up, pop it back in, and turn it on. Why is it red?
I think it says it's ready to go, Sarah.
That is not the universal color for ready to go. Oh, I hear something. I hear the steam forming. It says that every 30 seconds, once the water is heated, it will spray out onto my face until there is no more water. Okay, hold on. It's building. It's getting stronger. Oh yes! It smells a little bit musty, but maybe that's just like the first sort of like round. I'm feeling the vapor. Vape Nash? Don't you mean vape face?
Well done.
Did you like that one? It's almost like a reverse hookah. I'm like, oh, look how much steam I can inhale.
Are you sure you should be eating that? I guess it's like, it doesn't have any drops.
It's just water, right? And whatever plastic is in there. From the mists I rise. Ooh, yeah. This is legit.
Yeah, this is a spa.
I will say that, like, it isn't covering my entire face. Like, if I just go like this, the sides are getting mist and my forehead's getting mist.
Yeah.
And by mist, I mean mist with a D and not with the T.
I think that was intuitive.
So I have to move around to get all covered. It is sort of just an expensive and advanced version of like boiling some water over the stove and then like standing over it with a towel over your head, but it's pretty nice. Okay, what's interesting to me is that,
It's not stopping?
yeah, it's not stopping. In the instructions, they kind of insinuated that it would come in bursts, but it's just going. What I will say is that I am decently impressed by the amount of steam that comes out of it. I think that this product is definitely one I can see myself using in the future. Like I said before, it's not the most like advanced thing. Like I think like the sauna and the jacuzzi are a little more impressive, but this one is probably the most practical. So overall, I would say the facial steamer has been a good cherry on top of our spa day. Okay, so that was our slew of Amazon at-home spa products. Now, overall, I did have a generally positive spa experience. I got some relaxing done over the roaring of the jacuzzi jets, but there were definitely some lows to go with the highs. My favorite products were probably the facial steamer, and though the setup was arduous and schedule-destroying the jacuzzi, I would say that the sauna and the shoulder massager were like middle of the pack because they functioned, but they weren't always pleasant. And my least favorite was, of course, the foot bath. Now that one is definitely my bad for not reading the fine print, if you will, but in my defense, if you look at the reviews for this product, they're actually for a different shoulder massager, and also a fair amount of these foot baths with a similar price point do have automatic rollers. In fact, I went back and bought one that's about $15 more expensive than the one that we got, and it does do the rolling for you. So although I was burned before, at least now my spa is complete. I guess. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, just wanted to let you guys know that we will be launching memberships on our channel. You may have seen some other creators do this where they'll have a join button next to the subscribe. Have to pay for our normal videos, but we are going to be launching a sponsors only weekly live stream on YouTube that we're trying to make pretty fun. So if you want to check that out, you can join for $1.99 a month below. If you liked that spa video, make sure to smash that.
How do we tell people they get the best of both worlds with Sprint?
Let's tell everyone Sprint is now offering an unlimited plan and an iconic phone for just $25 a month.
Switch.
What do you mean? I really gotta get going here pretty soon, so I'll end this stream now. I'll be streaming a little after I get home, so.
And get an unlimited plan with Samsung Galaxy S9 lease and Hulu included for just $25 a month.
Finally reaching 1 million subscribers a few weeks ago has been a really exciting milestone that for the majority of our existence has felt impossibly far off. So thank you to all of our subscribers that helped us get here. However, actually receiving my gold play button appears to be a pretty slow process. So I want to commemorate the event by making my own play button, a multi-piece play button, using 6 materials from some of our top videos of last year. Obsidian, pennies, copper, gold, silver, and clear glass. First up, I designed the pieces in a 3D software and 3D printed all of them to use
I gotta go,
awesome
guys.
PLA molds.
See ya.